Hello there, it's Jen Duchene of JenDuchene.com, and I'm using the Illuminating Journey Cards that I created to give an insight into this new moon that's coming on the 17th or 18th of December. This is the final moon of the year of 2017. So it's very portentous. It's preparing us for the new year. The new moon and sun are in Sagittarius, which is that centaur, the man and horse in one with the arrow pointing. So it's very much an illuminating, expansive energy of allowing ourselves to step into higher learning, higher acceptance of things. What's happening is we have the sun and moon together at 26 degrees, which is about making things real, bringing our ideas into the world in a very positive way, using our leadership skills. We also have Venus and Saturn in, as well as Mercury in Sagittarius. So there's a lot of planets in Sagittarius with this forward expulsion or focus, and we have the solstice coming. We also have Saturn moving into Capricorn. Saturn will be at 29 degrees, which is quite incredible. There's the galactic energy, the galactic center, 26 degrees Sagittarius. So that's the black hole that recreates and uncreates whatever's been created. We are in this time where we're having to break away from what we know to be true. So I've already sorted the cards and we're ready to go. The question is, what do we need to know or prepare for? What do we need to kind of do in order to make the best of this time we're in? So the first card is the 13, which I find really interesting because 13 is the number of the divine feminine. Now we know that Capricorn, where the moon is actually, where Saturn is moving, right? Saturn is this energy that asks us to do our due diligence, to walk our talk, to actually pay attention to the details and to create the canvas that we're now, creating this artwork about who we are, how we live in the world. And this Saturn moving into Capricorn means we are actually going to be doing things. We have to change how we live in the world. And Capricorn is a female sign. It's the she-goat. So from the arrow to the energy of an intuitive maker, creator, and this energy of making it real. So right here we have the 13, that energy of the female, the divine energy that we're being given. This idea that the pearl, my eye goes straight to the pearl, there's a black unicorn. So this energy of the pearl, right? What is the pearl of who you are, the pearl of your soul, the pearl of your knowledge? What is it that you're bringing forward? And there's all these mystical creatures kind of stretching out. There's the phoenix, there's the unicorn, and there's a dragon kind of stretching out and expanding our sense of wonder. Sagittarius is very much this energy of opening our minds, right? It's almost like you have a shell, an oyster shell you're opening, and there's the pearl. What is the pearl? Like a lot of times we don't know what the pearl is until we really start to live this expression. So there's a dynamic energy that's happening, that's forcing us through this old energy, this breakaway energy into something new. Whatever we've experienced, and a lot of people have experienced great awareness in 2017. It's a 10-year, which is a new beginnings, all about focusing your attention, growing a new age, laying down a new kind of foundation. And so this card is speaking to that energy. It's speaking to the idea that You know, when an oyster creates a pearl, there is grit and sand and dirt and discomfort that comes into being. And that's what this is talking about. The discomfort you've experienced is to awaken you, to create the luster of this precious pearl that is you, the creation of who you are, of your voice, of your need to express yourself, to go beyond the idea that someone else is in charge of your voice or someone's going to tell you how to be in the world. Now, we've lived with that, and the only way we can break through that is to get past the stuckness of thinking that the pearls are all somewhere else. Somewhere else has the pearls. I don't have any. And what this card is saying is you have a pearl that's being created, and you need to honor it and polish it and really allow this to be the thing that you shoot out into the world. 13, I mentioned the divine feminine number. It is also a number that asks us to, through the expression of love and creativity and joy, to define our voices and to allow the unexpected, the beauty of the unexpected, the unknown, the new, the learning, the expansion, the galactic forcefulness that is created with the energy of magic, whatever that is to you, the unexpected, to allow you to lay new foundations, to become your true voice. So it's very powerful also because being the final moon of the year, we are in the 12 months with December, of course, but we're in a 10-year universally, 2 + 1 + 7 + 3, which is the 1 and 2, give us a 13. So we're in a 13 month. We're in a month of unexpected change, unexpected experiences that are asking us to look within ourselves, make choices about how you use your voice, how you accept what's around you, not by trying to force someone else to agree with you, but by you becoming more open to who you are and standing in that truth. Let's go to the next card and see what is the next thing. Aha. Well, we have the 29, and very interesting, the 29, this card that is full of energy. I was just somewhere yesterday where some people were looking at my cards. I was getting their input, and the person who was looking at the card mentioned that this is like the third eye, this tree, the tree of life, this energy. It's a very Venusian energy, female energy of being willing to go into this aspect of yourself, the expression of all of who you are. And of course, right there, the galactic energy, this new moon is activating the galactic center. It's 1 degree away with the 26 galactic centers at 27, so at the 26 degrees in Sagittarius. So this is very powerful. We have Venus right there by the moon. We have the 29 degrees, which is Saturn, which is moving into Capricorn, and Saturn, the great taskmaster, or the time, and here's a clock right there, the timer, who asks us to walk our talk, to go into the deepness, into the places of our truth, so we can honor that. You know, when we're doing things that have meaning to us, it makes it easier to swallow. If you've struggled in 2017 to come to find your voice, or to pare down and pare away from what has been, this is an incredibly powerful way to break through and find or mine what it is, the jewels within you. So there's this energy of focusing on you being willing to stand on your own 2 feet, to find the balance within you. 29, this is a number that's so interesting because it creates an 11, the master number. It's the number of mastery. It's asking you to master the skill of bringing your voice to life in a new way, standing in your truth, whatever it is, in your creative flow, recreating the creativity of who you are, and in this case, asking you to make that real. So it's not enough to have ideas in your head about who you are, like, why don't people respect me? Nobody listens to me, or I want to do something different, my boss wants me to do something else. The political climate is asking me to worry and suffer and taking away my rights. So while on one level that may be true, on another level, you're then being given the opportunity to see things in a new way. As I stand firmly on my own 2 feet, what does this give me? It gives me an opportunity, a gateway. It gives me a way to express my own truth, my own voice, to do the things I want to do anyway, because people are telling me I can't do it the way I did using their things. So now I have to create my own structure, my own way of being, my own way of bringing my voice to life, my creativity into its own new space. And so there's this energy here of giving yourself permission, not only permission, but daring to risk all. This new moon is about risk, right? Taking a risk. Sagittarius is this energy of flying out into the open, into the galactic world, in order to create or recreate or make new. Dive through the opening. Take what you've learned and use it to your advantage. Like, say, I don't want to look at life through the eyes of other people. How do I look at life through my own eyes? So it's a very energetic energy that's flowing through us, that's demanding that we pull aside the leaves we've been wearing in front of our faces and seeing, like, people don't let me do it my way, then I'm just going to disengage from their disbelief and from their judgment so I have the freedom. So this is really the Saturnian energy that demands that you walk your talk, that you stand on your own 2 feet and go, okay, I'm going to do this regardless of what other people think or say, because that's my way to freedom. So the third card is the number 6, and some of you may know some shadow here, so I'm trying not to get the type, but some of you may know that these cards are 3 types of cards. We have the visual cards, we have the numeric, and we have the tools. So here's the number 6, and very interesting, we have the Venus in this mix, Mercury, which is retrograde and is about to come out of retrograde in a couple of days, Saturn, the Sun, and the Moon. So there's this great energy of voice and beauty and self-worth and seeing the beauty of who you are, not through shadowed eyes or pretense, but really clearly understanding you have talent, you are loved, and through love and through this idea of combining all the things of coming home to who you are, finding the beauty within you, finding the beauty within your own life that will free you, right? When you know you're loved and that you have all the resources, the abundance to do what you need to do. It might not be the perfect thing, but it's there. And in the creation of all of this, the divine supports your awakening. You're bringing life, birthing, the pregnant 6, which is all about combining the 1 and the 0, like the 10, to bring you into true alignment, bringing in this birthing, this energy of the womb, this sense of all these pieces you've been gathering over time that are now here for you to use and to explore. And you're safe in the circle, you're safe as you balance or harmonize these different aspects, the masculine and feminine aspects, the intuitive side with the active side. Taking a leap of faith because you know you're safe. What would you do if you knew you were loved and all resources were available to you? how would you act? Would you complain about it, find fault with it, or would you lovingly dive in and immerse yourself in this? This is what this card is saying. I'm going to pull another 2 cards. Well, this is interesting. We have the 8, which again is the reflective of not only the numbers of the moon, the 26, which is an 8, and you see this is 2 circles, 2 complete holes connecting to each other, bringing heaven to earth. Kind of what I was talking about the 6, this idea of in the fullness of you, in stepping into the leadership of who you need to be in this moment. Your leadership to yourself and the way you live your life does not have to correlate with someone else's idea of what leadership is, but it does need to balance in your world. Like, how do you bring the things you fear down, like bring down that energy of fear and bring in love, and so you're connected spiritually as well as physically. You're bringing the material and the spiritual into balance in the same plane. You're joining in circles here, this immense energy. We're in a 17 year, 1 and 7 is 8. It's the immortal number. It's about bringing your spirit alive. It's also about creating a new kind of legacy. So we know we're focusing on bringing a new legacy. You, me, all of us. And this is that reminder. There's the 8s that are awakening you to a sense of what is your purpose, or what is it that will bring you joy, that you can express yourself and be spiritually and physically aligned and connected, and know that you're doing what you need to do to create the abundance you desire in your world, right? It has to match up. It has to flow from one circle into another. One more card, and wow, we're getting another number, which is 5. Now 5 is the number of change. And what's interesting about a 5 is that it's open on both sides. So the bottom is round, the top is kind of lined. So again, it reminds us the masculine, feminine. The energy of the 5 is this idea for adventure, being willing to take a risk for freedom. So we are being told that in order to have what you desire, to express who you are, to be yourself in truth, to honor the balance between heaven and earth, to really feel that sense of abundant joy and know your purpose in life and be creative in it, you need to be willing to risk all. Travel, adventure, whatever that means. You know, sometimes we think of adventure, travel, change, education as all outside of us, or we have to go somewhere. Sometimes you just need to go into your own life and see it from a different point of view to really understand what that means to have freedom, to live life. 5 is the number of life. It wakes you up to the present moment. All we have is what we have at this moment. The past is done. All the past is useful for is compost, to help us move more swiftly into this moment, to pay attention to what's around us, how we feel, what are we reacting to, and why are we choosing to be in that way. We can change, right? This is about change, change, change. We started off with the 13, which is about change. The pearl, you contain everything you need. The pearl, you have resources. Even if it's not within you, you know where to go and who to ask. You can also connect to that energy within you that allows you to explore the mystical side of who you are, to break out of that need to do things the way other people have done them or have told you it needs to be done. Be done with following the rules of others. Find the energy of love within yourself, the wholeness of your own leadership, trusting yourself, finding leadership. You need help somewhere? Go look for it. Don't deny yourself the right to create what you're here to create. And then, of course, the 5, the change. I will take one more card. Hopefully this is, oops, here we go. This is the card that's bringing us to the essence of our truth. So I can take this card, and I will, as kind of the final wrap-up which is this card that asks us to seek within, to go beneath the ground, the earth, to find the truth within us, to ask the questions of our the systems we believe in, the energy of ourselves. What is true for me? What can I know about this time? What can I know about myself and my next steps in terms of living a life that allows me to speak my truth, to dismantle fear? What will give me the love, light, wisdom, and truth that will help me see the world through new eyes? How can I bring my pearls of wisdom into the world? So the sense I get is, here's this woman, she's asking, she's looking to this divine energy that is very powerful. It's like this energy is telling her, this is your mission. Here, you must go out and share your voice with the world. There's a lot of breaking down of the old, so it's like this being right here, she's taking a journey, right? She's ready, and she's asking, what do I need to know? And the energy of this great structure of soul to tap into goes, you have everything you need. You have your magic on the back. You have your sense of self. So go forth and be who you are. Like even in tumultuous waters, in the darkest of times, hold on to your faith, hold on to love and light. Bring the light of your truth out into the world. Be you. Well, I hope that gave you some idea about what this immense new moon is all about. And I will see you next time. You can find me at JenDuchene.com on Facebook. Tell me what you think about this. Leave me a comment so I know if it landed with you. Till next time.